There I am. Okay, all the volume is on, everything is fine. Yep, we are good right now. So, okay. Hi everybody, this is CVGS. I'm the captain here, and today I'm with JJ, who's above me in the stream. So, say hi, JJ.
Oh, hi!
Yes. So, hello everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you, everybody, right now. Okay, so, as you guys saw, as you guys have seen from the thing. In fact, I can actually just kind of like bring it up here. Oh wait, no, that's upcoming. It should be live now. Yep. As you can see over here, like, there's a reason why I put this image with the elephant in the room, and yeah, I think this is the stream whereby I finally decide to address the elephant in the room. So I have been saying so much about how, like, we're gonna talk about. I'll mention how, you know, we're gonna address the lack of content on our YouTube channel for reasons or another. And yeah, with this being the final discussion stream that we'll be hosting, it aptly so, but it's not goodbye, guys. In fact, we're not going anywhere. So if I want to dissuade everybody's, like, you know, feelings or what's the word, reservations. I don't know what the word is also. Yeah, but to ease to assuage everybody, we're not leaving YouTube. We're not leaving the space. Nothing's happened behind the scenes that caused, you know, myself, Leon, Dempster, and all the members of CVGS to just kind of like no longer be friends anymore. All of us are still good friends. We are still very good friends. I mean, you saw Leon last week, and we had JJ and Leon literally here last week as they are like filling in the space. You know, as I changed the triggers in my deck, which actually took 15 minutes to do so. So yeah, but yeah. So I just want to I just want to finally start to address all the things that things are address where things are going, basically. Or it's bigger this way. Anyways, yeah. So I have up right now, and JJ is also seeing it as well. I have right now. This is our CVGS YouTube channel. 8.6k subscribers. With, I think we've reached 1 billion views. I think, or million or 2 billion, 10k. I don't have the exact numbers, but you guys have supported us throughout the entire 6 years that we've done this on YouTube. I'm glad that the music is right now, it's as melancholic as it is, because it's just so fitting right now. Thank you. Thank you, playlist. I wish JJ could hear it, but we can't, so. Yeah, so basically, what I wanted to kind of point out is just where things were before certain decisions actually came in. And I point back to the last time that we did a fight video, which is actually Cardfight 161, and this was actually between Brendan and JJ, if I remember correctly. It's actually Stokia versus Token Rambu. So this is with Brendan playing his Blessed Favor deck.
So I will discard. Hi.
Yeah. So this is with JJ, and yeah, this was actually like the last fight video that we actually did. We did shoot a couple more. We did shoot a couple more videos. Right, we shot 3 fight videos, right? Like after this was done.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. So it included the championship match between JJ and Leon. So, and the match was going to be special because at the time, it was actually going to be Draconic Overlord versus Phantom Blaster Dragon in the Overdress format, basically. And that was the that was really the supposed to be the penultimate of the whole like championships, because we've been building it up for like ever since we started doing Overdress. The reason why that video didn't come out right was because of how that match ended, and I don't have the footage with me right now. I do have the deck profiles because I done the deck profiles for the matches, but I did not do but basically I did not do the fight video because not because there was a problem with the fight video, not in any sense, but because of how the fight video actually ended, and it ended in a way that I really couldn't bring myself around to doing so. And then, you know, I just kept putting it off and off and off, and then I just did more streams after streams after streams, and essentially it got kind of out of hand, and the videos ended up becoming very outdated, so to speak. So, and the fight video ended up not being made, which was mostly something that I have to take responsibility for. And when I finally talked to Leon about it as well, when he finally talked to me about it, also JJ as well has said a few words about it as well, that from what I heard. Yeah, so there was a decision at one point that we were going to end CVGS. We were going to leave YouTube, and what would happen would be that all the discussion streams that you saw on our YouTube channel, all of our all of the stuff that I've been doing on Twitch as well as here on YouTube, will actually be brought forward over straight to exclusive to Twitch, where I'll just be doing everything. Because for the past 3 months or so, as I come back to here, from this point onwards, right, it's really been mostly me and Brendan that's doing stuff here. With me doing the quick caps and the recap videos, so on and so forth from there, and everything else just kind of like came after from there. So the idea was to do one final hurrah in December, release the video, do a bunch of stuff. We're gonna lose the office, so that's the reason why I'd actually be bringing some of my decks back home. And yeah, so it was basically supposed to be like, we would disband, and then at some point when we're all in a much better state, then we will come back together, and then we'll come back and do Vanguard at some point also. Because I think what we tried to do was we tried to be relevant, especially at a time, right, when the last time that we fell off was all the way around here with the thingamabobs here. Minecraft as also. Yeah, we kind of fell off over here because of the fact that I think this is the period where COVID hit, if I'm not mistaken. When was this? 9 months ago. Yeah, this was around the time when COVID actually hit, actually. So we were more focused on doing gameplay stuff, and we did have a few ideas in there, but mostly did gameplay stuff, and that was something that a lot of you guys, as you can see from the views, so a lot of you guys really didn't resonate with us, and so we kind of faltered behind in a way. And another reason why this was also the case as well, I point back to when during April of last year, which I think it's around this time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around this time. So around this time, right, we kind of absolutely fell off from doing fight videos. And the reason why is we still cannot disclose why we went missing in April of last year. We cannot disclose why, because that involves legal trouble. So that much I can say. That much I can say, it involves some legal trouble. Not on our end, but it's more towards the end of, it was towards the end of who we were interacting with at the time. So I think JJ knows the story, right?
Yeah. I roughly have an idea what happened.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, we will leave it at that. So it's not something that we can really go into details for, because we have no ways of disclosing. It's been resolved, but I still don't feel comfortable disclosing the details of what happened at that time. So yeah. So yeah, then we finally started getting back into Vanguard, and then Overdress released. Overdress was announced. So, and then we just continued on, and then at this point I think Overdress was actually announced, and we all were prepping for news for Overdress. With ending off with that, before going to Overdress, ending off with one of my personal favorite series, which is the Romy Rumble series also. But we continue streaming on Twitch. I'll get to that. So, but yeah. So, no, it's not copyright. It's not about copyright. It's actually, it's a business thing. I'll say it as much as so. Even not in YouTube anymore. So, but that's what we. Yeah. Here's the thing. That's something that we are going to be changing, going forward from there. So this is why we are doing the last discussion stream from here, because I want to address the future of CVGS. As you can read in the title, the final discussion stream and the future of CVGS plus all deck reviews. So we'll be doing some deck reviews in the program today. So that's what I have planned. So, but I do want to address the future of CVGS, which is that despite all of this, right, despite all that we tried to do over here, we had our wins, we had our failures, but ultimately, right, what got us to change our mind about about continuing to do YouTube, right, is really this stream last week. It's really this stream last week. And as you guys can see from here, like when I look back at all the discussion videos that we did, right, it did not perform as well as the remote fights did. And that's where it clicked on us that's why it clicked on us, right, that we had to go back to basics. What are we known for? What are we known for, guys? We're known for our fight videos, right? We're known we're known for basically not just the fights itself, but also all these flavor things as well. The names, the over triggers, the damage, the unit name. Like, we've gotten so many comments from people saying how our fight videos are so easy to follow up with. I think our best example is the Rush B. It's the Rush B fight video. It's the first overdressed fight video that we've done. So, which was Rushing B, yeah. Because this was with the Trodex when they first came out. So, yeah. Future CVGS or CVG era? No, it's CVGS.
No.
Nah. But basically, like this video, then, you know, one thing I've always loved about your fight videos is they're easy to understand and follow even for newcomers in the game. I love how Final Rush can happen 2-3 times. You know, I love that everything and the card effects keep to ourselves. I credit you guys for inspiring the right deck. So based on your draw deck rule, like all of this, everything, everybody all just says here. These are all heartwarming, you know, comments from you guys. Like, this is what really kept me continuing to love Vanguard. Like, I still love Vanguard, not because of not just because you guys are also commenting, because the game at its core is still very fun. When Overdress came out, I have a ton of fun with Bruce. I still have a ton of fun with Bruce. You know, it's still one of my favorite decks to play today. You know, and it's up there with Harry. It's up there with you know, with Pulverizer back in the day, so on and so forth from there. Like, there's a good reason why I want to continue with Vanguard. And in the time when we thought that we were gonna disband, I was gonna continue doing Vanguard in my own right. I was just gonna pursue Vanguard in my own right. I just continue to do things on Twitch, whether it is the Tuesday Vanguard live stream and the Vanguard Zero Sunday stuff. Absolutely 100%. So yeah, essentially, what I mean by that, right, is that going forward, right, we gonna lose the office as I mentioned. So, but we have finally refined the ways for us to actually do the remote fights as well. And I have so many people to thank for this as well. Not just some of the problem people like Different Fight and Mr. Timely as well, for just kind of helping us along in terms of inspiring us to do all these like update videos and news videos, so on and so forth. But also people like Aegis as well and Outer Orange, and just seeing what they're doing for their own content as well. Outer Orange is one of those people that I really enjoyed talking to and really appreciate to call her a friend. And she's been doing like challenges, like she's been doing like open calls for fight videos, for fighters really to do on the streams. Then with Aegis as well. Aegis is the first one that helped us, because when we did the D20 Vanguard, whereby instead you get the trigger effect, right, but then instead of the actual trigger printed, you actually roll the dice, and then out of 1 or 20 effects will happen from there. So yeah, yes, you get a mention. So like,
yes, a well-deserved mention.
Well-deserved mention also, because you're the one that really helped me set up this. You're the one that really helped me set this up. So like, because of what we were doing with that, and you guys, you really helped me set this up and be able to get this screen over here, so that we can actually have the representation of the fights that you can see over here. So yeah, others really gonna quit YouTube. Kazu, I'll just to answer your question, no, we're not quitting YouTube. We are not quitting YouTube at all. The short answer is we're not quitting YouTube. It's because of this, right, that we're gonna continue YouTube, but hey, the music is triumphant now again. We will be continuing to do YouTube stuff, but we're not gonna be following the trend. We're not gonna be following the you know, like what's in currently right now. In fact, right, because of this fight video, right, and being able to have an open challenge with everybody, we're going back to basics by saying that we are going back to what we do best, which is fight videos, and just playing the Cardfight Vanguard and just having such a good time as well. Like, so that's what this are. So going forward, and going forward from here, right, CVGS, we are actually gonna be doing these remote fight streams every 2 weeks. So you can expect next week to actually be a remote fight video. And in fact, JJ is here because JJ is actually gonna be one of our fighters. JJ is actually gonna be one of our fighters from there. And the reason why we're taking out the discussion stream, why this is final discussion stream, is because Leon has always said that these discussion streams tend to be redundant because we're just repeating what we just said on the Tuesday's live stream or so on Twitch. And so because we're not really known for news, like we've never been known for news whatsoever. Like, so, and for us to actually kind of do it right, it kind of takes us out a little bit. It's us playing the rat race in that sense. We are playing the rat race of trying to stay relevant. And we did need to stay relevant because there are so many other channels that's up and coming right now that's just getting more and more traction and getting more and more people's attentions also. And then we realized that that's actually is the one that's kind of like killing us in a way, because we try to stay relevant. And I think that by doing that right, at least in the format that we were doing at the time, which is the film fight formats and all that with the editing, so on and so forth from there, yeah, it's hard to keep up as well. And even before when things weren't relevant also, like even before when things were relevant, it still took some time to actually do that. So I think the best ways to actually get that out faster will actually be through these remote fight streams. That way you guys can actually see the deck in a faster rate. So whenever there's a new, like say DBT04, so if you guys want to see DBT04 stuff, right, we'll be doing a remote fight session in one of those 2 weeks on its release release week, or the week after. Most likely it'll be the week after. You guys can immediately start seeing DBT04 fights from us, and you guys can actually challenge and fight against it. It'll be in all formats also. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna be supporting all 3 formats. Of course, Brandon is also gonna be around as well. He's also gonna be doing his own streams. He'll still be doing his Vanguard content on Fridays and his Battle Spirits content on Saturdays also. Those 2 will still stay, and those will be a weekly thing. So if you don't get if you don't get the week whereby we have the remote fight streams, or if you can't get a match there, you can actually get a match with Brandon as well, especially if he's playing CFA or if he's doing remote fights himself. So those things will still stay there. From our end, the what we call the old man end, because basically it's me and Leon and Dempster, JJ and so many others as well. Like, this is just how we want to continue YouTube, and I hope that you guys will be there to support us through and through, very much so. And we actually ended up getting a follow on Twitch for that as well. Miss Zephyr for the follow, right? But essentially, how do I say this? We're still going to be continuing on both ends. We're still going to be doing Twitch still. Twitch is basically run by me solely, and everything that I've done on Twitch so far is solely my thing. So our Twitch stream for Saturdays when I play Stardew Valley or any other relaxing game. Vanguard 0 Sundays on Twitch over there. The Tuesdays Vanguard live stream, we check up the news every week. All this is all done by me, and the Twitch channel is generally run by me. So those will still be there, and that's where I'll be from there. But here on the YouTube channel, as I said, we are not leaving YouTube at all whatsoever. We are giving you those bi-weekly streams. But what we can also do, right, is we can now start finally getting to some of the video requests that some of you guys have actually asked us, especially our members, those of you that have that has become a member here on YouTube channel. We now have the time to finally get to that, because now we're no longer focused on doing remote fight videos, or rather we're no longer focused on doing fight videos and such. I can do other content now, and one of the contents that was suggested to us by one of our members, at that time when he asked for it, right, he wanted to know what were the decks like from the V-Clan collection, volume 1 and 2, and if there's any return units of there, what would they like in the premium format, what would they like before that. He actually wanted me to do some sort of video to kind of showcase just the similarities between the two, so on and so forth there. I can finally actually do that. I can finally actually do that video, but considering that we're past that point, I'm going to take it a step further, because I'm actually going to be doing a video on the reverse, so you can expect that to be in the pipelines, and maybe it will come out in about 2 weeks time. I still need to write the script and prepare everything, but essentially that is now what I can actually use my time now to do so. And of course, our fight videos also, like, we have our streams, but there's going to be those matches, especially if we have special guests on. There's going to be those matches, right, whereby we just have to get it edited. So you can expect some of the matches in the remote fight videos to actually be re-released, and they will be edited. So you will see the UI, you will see everything else from there. Maybe not this face cam video, because I need to see what I can do in order to capture just this space over here. But beyond that, you guys will be getting this kind of contents from us. And yeah, that is basically the future of CVGS. So yeah, CVG tournaments when? So yes, there's one thing that I do want to mention about the tournaments. We are actually hosting a Vanguard 0 English tournament over on Twitch. So so if you guys are interested and want to take part in it, it's an 8-man tournament. But signups will it will be announced when the signups will open up, and then when you guys when it's open up, you guys can sign up for it. And after that, it will basically be an 8-man tournament on Vanguard 0 that will be streamed on Twitch. So, and I'll be commentating, and I'm also working on getting a prize for the winner as well. Tentatively speaking, I think I can announce one of those prizes, which is actually for the top prize. You guys can actually get a 1 month's Nitro subscription for Discord. And you need Discord anyway to do these remote fights anyway, so you do need Discord in order to do these remote fights anyway. So yeah, so that's what will be up for grabs from there. So yeah. But speaking of all of but to speak of all these discussion streams and all that, right? It's not necessarily going away. They're basically evolving. And one of the things that we found out, JJ, you actually kind of highlighted this to Leon and myself as well. Like, we can use this time in the remote fights to actually talk about current news in Vanguard on YouTube. So this is actually will be one way of actually doing so. But of course, the best way, the most recent way they can do so is when the news breaks on Tuesdays. So I do highly encourage that you follow us both on Twitch as well as on YouTube as well. So yeah, links in Discord to Discord you can find it in the panels below. They've always been in all the panels below, so you can always find them below from there. So yeah, so like as you guys are pointing out, reverse Himiko, reverse Raging Frog. If you guys want to see those, we cannot bring them to you sooner because we definitely will be doing a remote fight at some point. We'll get those cards, we build those decks, and then we will have them in a fight, and you guys can see how the deck functions in a much sooner capacity than what we will be able to do if we were to do these fight videos through and through. So I'm not saying goodbye to fight videos. In fact, you can you will definitely see Cardfight 162. But it won't be in this format that you see. It will take a lesser tone just to make sure that the fight video can come out. And you can expect content from us here on Wednesdays, Friday, and Saturday. Whether it be a stream from me, whether it be a produced video from me, or whether it be a fight video from there. So yeah, Samuel, basically just saying, we got another follow on Twitch as well, so thank you so much. Yeah, so what you guys so basically what's happening is that the final discussion stream is we're no longer having discussion streams on YouTube anymore. Instead, every other Wednesday will be a remote fight stream where you guys can fight with us, or if you have a special guest, we can have like a best of 5 series, and then we're basically just playing matches with whoever, like say Orange, like say Aegis as well, or maybe even some other people as well that have been wanting to get on the YouTube channel, you know, like Mr. Time Leap, like different fight. I'm sure they're itching for a fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to go. I'm sure JJ as well.
Wow, I'm actually itching like hell. Literally itching like hell.
Yes, we'll do a premium fight when I'm free for sure. So yeah. So I know there's a lot, but how about co-streaming on that Tuesday Vanguard live streams on both Twitch and YouTube also? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, Raiko. It costs money to do that, and unfortunately I don't have the money to do that. So there is a method to do so, but with the program that I'm using right now, I actually cannot do a simulcast on both Twitch and YouTube. And not only that, also we did try to do the watch alongs on YouTube, but we have gotten copyright claims from the channel themselves saying that they're using our content in their video, and that's why we moved it to Twitch. So yeah. That's why we moved it to Twitch. So essentially, yeah. So like as much as we want to do it, we can't for one reason or another. So we'll just basically do so on Twitch, and after that we'll just basically have our fight videos and whatever content that we want to do here on the YouTube channel. So we're here to stay. That's the end of it all. So yeah. And yeah, JJ say he's actually itching for a fight right now. So as I mentioned, JJ is actually gonna be one of our fighters in next week in our remote fight stream. So JJ, do you want to announce what you want to play with them, or do you want to wait for later?
I'm actually planning to showcase my V series Reggie deck. So Wing Reggie. Yeah. So Origin is supposed to be a premium deck, but I am having difficulties finding the pieces I need. So for now, it will just be purely V standard first.
So basically our V premium format will be played by JJ, and you can also expect an overdressed format, and you can also expect a premium format fight as well. So, and I'm still trying to figure out like what style I want to do, whether it be best of 1 but more fighters, or best of 3 but less fighters. So, I think I did like the idea of having 5 fighters, because then more of you guys can actually have a chance to actually come in and play on stream. So yeah, it might be a best of 1, 5 fighters basically. So there'll be 5 different decks that you guys will go for there. So yeah, and so yeah, you can expect to see the mirror deck. So in fact, one of the videos that we can do the following week actually is go through the mirror deck, and then I can just basically just you know, record the video, post it up, and then post it up on the following Wednesday. So there we go from there. So do you think Vanguard will die soon? No, Vanguard's not gonna die. You know why? Because they're still putting out stuff that people want, and people are very hyped for. And there's a whole ton of players. There's a reason why Vanguard lasted 10 years. And going to its 11th year. There's a reason why it lasted this long. And that's because the core mechanic of the game is still very fun. The only reason why games like Luck and Logic and Buddy Fight soon started dying is because there was something wrong. Something was very off about those 2 games also. And that's why they kind of like ended production of the game. But yeah, essentially this also. We gotta host these remote fights, so you gotta get different fights all on board. So tomorrow is DK. I'll try. I'll try. But at the very least, right? At the very least, right? At the very least, I want to give you guys one thing. If there's one thing that I'm gonna do before I retire from YouTube, and is get a fight video with different fight. Because we had that one chance in Japan. We didn't have the time to do it, and it was the biggest missed opportunity that we've ever had. That is something that I refuse to have unfulfilled until that happens. So you can go and tell Chris on Twitter, tell him on his streams, tell him Cap wants to fight you. Tell him I'm laying out the challenge from there. So that stream, you retiring from Vanguard? No, W session. We're not retiring from Vanguard. We are basically gonna continue doing Vanguard, but we're gonna be doing remote fights basically. We're gonna be focused more on doing remote fights, and we're gonna deliver remote fights every other week, as well as have something in the middle to fill, like say maybe a stream from me, a produced video, or even a fight video, like the best from the last remote fight week from there. So we're not retiring from Vanguard, nor are we retiring from YouTube. We are here to stay. So yeah. Right, so it will only die if Bushiroad does something horrible, like Konami levels are horrible. So yeah.
Well, Konami doing something terrible is they're still alive though, unfortunately.
Correct. So oh yeah, of course. Like hi W Sasha. Should really start off with the hi first. So.
Oh yeah, the hi. Hi.
Hi. Yeah. So Cap Waifu War. So no, I don't know if we're gonna be hosting Waifu War. So that depends. That depends on whether we can get that depends on whether we can get 2 sims in here, whether it be from our own side or from other people. So I see more people want to play V and Premium more due to nostalgia. So yeah, but
yes, that's actually partially true, I think. For the most part, at least I was very hesitant, but after a while I just decided, it's a pity not to use the cards once in a while. So if I can integrate them, why not? So I guess more people are starting to play V and Premium really purely just due to nostalgia.
Correct. And you can't mix your personal feelings with what is objectively, evidently the opposite from there. So if you feel that your love for Vanguard is dying, that's perfectly okay, because that is just your interest kind of waning into it. So, but you can't really use that as a jumping off platform to say that Vanguard is gonna die, because so far, evidently speaking, right, Vanguard has done well thus far in overdress format, and with them continue to support the V Premium and actually refreshing the Premium format with the new restriction list and promising that there's actually going to be regular restrictions from there. Like Vanguard, objectively, right, it's not going to go anywhere. Absolutely, 100%, it's not going to go anywhere. So G format based update, that's under the Premium format for sure. Lyrical Monster versus Tokyo Rambo is a real force.
No. Tokyo Rambo cannot match up to that.
Alright, so one thing that I'm going to be showcasing here for you guys, I think JJ is not able to see it, but this is actually the deck profile that JJ was running for Phantom Blaster Dragon. And the deck profile that Leon was running, I should pull the other one. So. The deck profile that Leon was running with Draconic Overlord is this one over here. So yeah. So these are basically the deck profiles for both of the 5 videos. But until I decide what I'm gonna do with that fight video, maybe I will finish that fight video, and I will release it. But yeah, so but that is not gonna be right now because we just want to focus on just moving forward and getting things stabilized on the YouTube side. So just make sure that the YouTube side is stabilized, and after that, from there, then I can kind of like focus on doing the other things as well. So yeah, JJ loved the deck, so JJ played that deck. So
Yes, I played that deck to death, man. Literally to death.
to death indeed. So all right, so that is the elephant in the room addressed so far. So this elephant, now everybody recognizes the elephant in the room, and I hope you guys will continue to support us through and through on YouTube. So continue to support us on YouTube, continue to support us over on Twitch as well. We can't thank you guys enough for showing us this much love for the past 6 years, and it's been special and phenomenal. So Vanguard dad jokes,
Probably.
probably, but that's only if I can get Dempster unbusy to do that again. So we did plan to make a sequel. So I'm curious what happened to the end of the fight video. So well, once that video comes out, then you guys will see why. So but yeah, I think I didn't address that part, which is basically what happened at the end of the fight video was really what killed. It was really what killed, I think, a lot of us in terms of the fight video.
Of actually putting out the fight video, that was probably one of the things that made it not so desirable to
Yeah.
showcase. Yeah.
Not say desirable lah. So like you're left more empty. Like just from the end of the fight video, right, to when I even till to this point also, whenever I think about that fight also, I just feel very empty. I still feel very empty about it also. But at one point or another, right, that fight video I will release that fight video. So I will have it edited and I will release that fight video. But right now, I think what we want to do first is that we want to make sure that we stabilize our YouTube channel once again with our regular content. And yeah, so once we have that stabilized, once we have the Wednesdays things, Wednesdays be a thing. Once we have, we already have Brendan actually filling in for us for the Fridays and Saturdays. So we just need to focus on the Wednesday part. It's now more of a team effort going forward from there. And yeah, you guys will get regular content for us on YouTube basically. So Vanguard versus Yu-Gi-Oh! I missed so much. So well, after I don't know if you guys know, and I think it's safe for us to actually. No, it's 100% safe for us. I don't know if you guys know, but we did put out Vanguard vs Yu-Gi-Oh! 4. 1.4k of you saw it. Well, 4k saw it, and let me just pause the video. So, let me just pause the music. So, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but yeah.
Vanguard versus Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, this side, because my camera's reversed.
Stand up, everyone, cause the best is in town. Hear my sick rhymes trigger this millennium clown. I got 24.
Lol, I watched that months ago. Of course you did, W Station. We got your comment in the below, so.
Cause I'm Vanguard. Well, it's not a lie. Compared to all your crazy hair protagonists, guys. My fan base is vast with lots of millennial kids, while your fan base is old enough to build Egyptian pyramids. Imagine this. Oh wait, you can't do that. You had to use some holograms made by a rich brat. Half the fun is gone when you screwed your rules. You make dumb decisions. I wish it was April Fool's.
Like, release this on April Fool's, by the way. So yeah. So I won't play a whole video. You guys can see this out on YouTube channel from there. But yeah, in terms of referring to what Kazu was saying, Lord, I know I kept not gonna do the fifth one soon enough. We have no plans to do the fifth one because there's no way we can top this. There's no way we can one up ourselves with after a rap video from there. So after a rap video, there's no way that we can one up ourselves. So but we are now. But this is actually a good way to transition into the next fight of what we are planning to do, and that is. An old deck review basically. So oh wait, no, I should go to the me. You know what, let me make myself giant. So giant cat from there, because this big old bag over here is full of some of the decks that has been in our fight videos. So, not just that bag also, but it's also this bag as well. So, it's also this bag as well. There's a lot of stuff in there. So yeah, actually, Rich kid, no, this is from 10 years of playing Vanguard. W session. Giga Cap also. Oh, actually no, I like that better. Giga Cap. Giga Cap is actually nicer. Cap, where is my clan? It's in there. It's in there. It's in there, Kazu. It's in there. So
What is
yeah.
this clan?
Great Nature.
Ah.
Did you order decks for Honest B? No. Honest B is just the carrying back from there. So we're actually gonna be looking at some of the decks that has been in some of the fight videos. So gonna go off from there. And of course, since Kazu brought it up, right, there's actually one that I want to showcase, and something that I've actually kind of hinted at her at being something that's actually gonna happen to this deck. This deck has to showcase. So yeah. So just give me a second while I actually find it. Oh, this one as well. So I think it might be in the other bag. So give me a second from here. Yeah, so this is another deck. So we'll start with this one over here. And let me just shift so that I can get more center. So we started with this deck also, and this one is actually something that I brought for Kazu. Kazu has been one of our longest tenured viewers here on CVGS also. So I'm glad that you're here today. Are you playing Zeldas? No. These are all not gonna be for sale. So. Ayo, I can't even afford a deck box. Well, looky what I have. So those all actually deck box. Yeah, I expect a lot of nostalgia here. So this is actually a deck review. So what I'm gonna be doing is actually gonna be looking at the deck here and just seeing like what I have in here and what I'm doing wrong. So where is Amaruda? I do have an Amaruda deck here somewhere, but I don't have 4 Amarudas in the deck. So there was a time when I was playing with decks and like use the sub grade 3 more so than the ace grade 3, since I don't have 4 copies. So but Devstar has it, but it's his deck, so I didn't bring that home because it's not mine. Let's see what I'm doing here with this also. So basically the main ace is definitely the big value over here, and then my first Vanguard is the something hero. So stationary hero. So yeah. So that wise, this is actually a stand deck actually, because this is playing with the success namesake. So stationary hero. So it's time Kazu become a professor again. So yep. Yep. So yeah. This is actually a balanced deck. So there's actually 4 crits, 4 stands, 4 draws, 4 heals. And I think the key units in here is definitely not just the Ace with Belly, but also this grade 2 as well. And of course Crayon Tiger, and I do have the old ones in there as well. So alongside some of the other units here. Let me just pop out all the unique units, whatever one copy that I have of it. So Strike Fodder for Mini Belly as well. And of course these are actually using an Aimi Cancel sleeve. So Grey Belly, yes, Grey Belly. Of course, yeah, and then my draw trigger is Castanet Donkey, and so on and so forth from there. So I think that's all the Rhino as well. I remember this Rhino actually being a very important unit to have at the time. This is G era deck, by the way. So this one doesn't have any of the V parts for Great Nature. Basically, at the end of the battle, if this unit was successful, then you choose one of your opponent's regards and retire it, and then send it to the bottom of the deck. So this is a way to actually kind of just have certain units actually be there, especially if it's a trigger unit, so they can actually have it sent to the bottom deck because there's no limitations to it. And yeah, what do you guys grade the deck actually? Because I'm not the one doing the review. I want you guys, whoever is knowledgeable on the clan, to rate the deck and tell me, is it a yes or a no, based on what are all these units that I'm playing with. So yeah, one more of this, because the Taskmaster is actually very, very helpful for that. So give me deleters, Cap. So unfortunately, no, only JJ's have deleter. Only JJ has a deleter. So yeah. No, Cap, it's not success, you can retire it. If it's not success, you can retire it. I see. Yeah, Baku, not Rhino. Okay. Got any ripples? JJ has ripples.
I had.
You
but
had
I
ripples.
need to go find them. I need to go and find it again.
Yeah. So yes, Professor Kazu on deck, ready. Ready to see the G zone though. G zone. It's the old G zone from there, but I'd say with the G zone, right, you guys can just fill in because the G zone is pretty manipulative enough that you know you can just go off from there. So it's a yes. So I got 1 yes saying that is good. 8 out of 10 saying that all the units I'm playing here is actually good enough as it is. G zone no Bala Earl. Yeah, I don't have Bala Earl for I already managed to get 1 copy and that's it. Also. I never went and got out more because I didn't need more from there. So alright, you guys are waiting. I see 8 out of 10s. I see go for there. Dub bill, no dub bill in this one actually. I think I didn't manage to get any dub bills in the deck because I never owned them if I'm not mistaken. So it's good. You can make it budget build. So yeah, pretty much. Hang on, I think there's another deck here that I want to go through. Like, if you really want to talk about Link Joker, Arusha, I think I don't have Arusha. If I don't have something, that means I don't. If I don't have something that you see in the deck, I don't have it in the deck. So, and if you really want to talk about Link Joker in a way, this was my Messiah deck actually. This is actually my Messiah deck. Yeah, my Messiah deck, and this was played in a way, right, whereby I don't leave my opponent's side locked. This is actually a more of a power-based deck, so that's based off getting power from unlocking everything. So yeah, the Ace of Yuzu. Yeah. I don't have it. So dub bill is really expensive. Yeah, dub bill is really expensive. So. But hey, if the new dub bill actually does similar things to what the old dub bill does, that's coming out in the weekend collection, I can just easily pick it up. Also, 10 out of 10. Also. I mean, Arusha deck is if you guys decide one. So yeah, absolutely. If you want to make it, absolutely 100% do so. Hang on, let me just find another deck that I actually want to do. JJ, in whatever capacity that you can muster, what would you rate the deck? JJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you rate the deck in your limited quantity, your limited capacity? Like, what would you rate the deck?
I give it a 7 out of 10, I guess.
7 out of 10, huh? Okay. Right.
I mean, at least it's functional. It can do what it does.
Yep. And this was in a fight video, you guys. So you guys can actually, let me just swap it over. So you guys, I think if you search up Big Belly on our YouTube channel, you should be able to see the fight video right here. So Chocho versus Big Belly. I think this was me actually piloting the Big Belly deck at the time. Was it me? Yeah, it was me. So this is actually the deck in action. This is actually Cardfight. Yeah, this is actually Cardfight 99. So this is before the 100. So you can actually see the deck in action. This very deck that you see here in action, right here, right now. So, can I try fight my Leopold Big Belly? Yeah, I want another shot at it. So I want another shot at it from there. So yeah. This is kind of like the reason why I have the YouTube channel on as well, because so that you guys can also see like where you can see the fight video for this. And so if you guys are keen on seeing, you know, this deck in action, it's right there. All these decks are all basically like the same from when they were before. So. Alright, there's another one that I have over here. But I need to find it first because I don't know where that is. But I can start off by bringing out this stupid son of a bitch. Which is blocking
My God, that...
the Steel Dragons.
Oh my God, that one. Ah.
This
That one.
stupid thing. This is the G deck, by the way. This is not the V deck. This is not the newly released one. This is the old G deck. I think I'm playing with Blaze, if I'm not wrong. Playing with some Blaze in it as well. But it's mostly the Steel Dragons. Bruh, blockade. I had no choice at the time. This stupid deck right here, and it's to play stance, so. This stupid deck right here. Like, is that all the cards that I showcased? Yeah, pretty much also. Pretty much all of it also. Oh yeah, this one's playing with Weathercloth and Georgette as well, so basically, yeah, this stupid deck, so. Oh my, Sion's worst nightmare. You'd think that'd be the case. You'd think that'd be the case. But, if you go back to here, and let me just search up Sealed Dragons. Oh, hang on. You think that'd be the case, but if you see Sealed Dragons, right? Because I can wipe out his knife and then he calls his grade 2, right? Against Altmar, he can just get his stuff back from there. So he can just pretty much get his stuff back from there, essentially. So this stupid son of a bitch of a deck now has new parts which I never got a hold of. Leon didn't get a hold of either. I give this a 4 out of 10. I give this a 4 out of 10. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know what the hell they were doing with Sealed Dragons also. It's better now, but only if you keep things in the mindset of Herb Derp. It's a yeah, it's a deck also. Herb Derp, it's a Sealed Dragon deck. That's it. So yeah, I do have a lot of decks that I'm looking through right now, but I'm just looking for a particular one. I'm just buying some time really. I'm looking for another particular one also, and this is something which I think I've never showcased on video, but I have the deck and I built the deck. So Blockade 10 out of 10. So nah, it's 9. All right. So this is a deck that I have, and yep, I gave it the. Oh, sorry, forgot to switch over. But yeah, you can see the Sealed Dragon deck on against Fight against Vanquisher from there. So I give it this sleeve. It's a Persona 5 sleeve. And at the time, Persona 5 was super hot, so I was super into Persona 5 at the time. I want the Professor. I want the Professor to guess what it is. So if the Professor will put in a guess, then I can do a reveal. Yep.
I don't know. Have I actually faced this deck before, Cap?
No, you've not faced this deck before. In fact, nobody knows. Nobody remembers that I own this deck.
Oh, okay. Now I'm actually quite curious to know what it is.
Clue. Well, I'm asking the Professor. I'm asking the Professor Kazu right now to do a guess. You guys can also guess as well if you want to. So, another Great Nature? Yes, it's another Great Nature. Yes, Professor Kazu. All right. I'll flip out the reveal. Clue? Locks. Give me clue. Brick right, lol. Actually, Aegis is right. It's the Chat Noir deck.
You.
It's the Chat Noir deck. I did have this deck, but this deck didn't play. This deck actually didn't play with this deck actually wasn't featured on a fight video. I don't think so. Let me look it up. Turn it over so you can see. So yeah. Let me see if I think we had a Chat Noir deck, right? I think it was done by I think it was done by or played by John, I think so. But I think not, because I have this video called The Birds and Mosquitoes, which is one of our older fight videos, is like 25 from there. And this one is featuring. It says Melancholy versus Great Nature. Oh no, yeah, no, it's played by Dempster. Not this particular deck in the series. Let me switch over. Not played by that one, but it's actually played by Dempster. Dempster did play the Chat Noir deck, and then I kind of took it over from there. So yeah, I'll give you the list, Kazu. I'll give you the list, Kazu. But yeah, this was another deck that I actually played for Chat Noir. This is in the G era, so, and Chat Noir is gonna be available in the V era as well. So yeah, a lot of things to go through there. No, can't call me Professor. I mean, yeah. from there. So yeah. Okay, so I'm putting those decks away right now. Oops, my table is getting cluttered, so I better use the floor. And let's move on to some of the other ones that I kind of want to highlight and also read as well. In fact, I kind of want to save this for last, but I really want to talk about it actually. I really want to talk about this deck. And that deck is... I don't know how many of you can recognize it also, but let me pull up the X-Grid tree. You guys might actually recognize it because it's showed up recently in the mobile version of the game. And it's this deck. It's the Gear Chronicle Legion deck. Just don't step on the deck, Sam. No worries. It's tucked to a corner, so. So, well, this one is surprise, Cap. The honorary is the surprise. Hey, you didn't think I'd stop at Big Belly, would you? The Gears Legion deck. Yes, it's the Don't Believe Me, Just Watch deck, guys. It's the Don't Believe Me, Just Watch deck. And just for nostalgia's sake, because I think this is still one of our most favorite fights. All of us collectively, myself, Dempster, Leon, I think JJ too as well. So because of just how epic the thing is also. Hang on, let me just search it up on here. It really wasn't called Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. Oh no, I just needed the apostrophe. So the Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. Oof, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Do you have the Great Tree Fate Wheel in the deck? No, actually. No. This deck has not changed since the fight video. Since the fight video, the deck has never changed.
Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, oh!
0, 0, 3, 1, 2. And with 4 Color Blast as well, so. This is still one of my most favorite fight videos, and this is the very deck itself. What do you guys rate the deck? What do you guys rate the deck? Like, I can easily give this a 10 out of 10. JJ, what would you give it?
Just by virtue that you pulled off the Mystery Flare, I give it a 10 too.
And it's not just me or Leon. It's everybody that played this deck, right, can actually pull it off. They could actually pull off Mystery Flare. Because with the Legion being the way that it is, I should turn off the music from there. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10s. Everybody's all giving it 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
awesome.
you're gonna get really high rolls for this one.
Yeah, I didn't want to save this for last, but honestly, there's no way that I can hide this anymore. Because, is this V Mystery Flare? No, this is the old Mystery Flare Dragon. This is not the V version, this is the G version. It's in that video that I just shined to there, so which is Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. It's Hamsuke versus Legion, basically. Since it was luck you pull it off also. And the reason why it was the case, right, is because of the 3000 out of 10. Fantastic. So the reason why this deck only functions right is because of the Legion mechanic. And Legion mechanic, we were able to set back what we want to send. Normally people will send triggers, but because the goal of the aim of the deck is to actually send back enough cards, they could actually potentially get the 0, 1, 2, and 3. Like, yeah, this deck is the only deck that I know that can actually function with the thing as well. Alright, where's the hamster deck? The hamster deck belongs to JJ. Sorry, it belongs to Dempster. So I cannot take it back, unfortunately. But it's back in the office. It's still there. The Hamsuke deck is still there. So 9. 9 from Brain. Aww. Yep. So these are the decks that I have in here. So whenever I would do like deck profiles on these, I'm not too certain. But yeah, so this is something that you guys definitely have seen in 5 videos, and this is like one of our more favorite decks that we have right now. So ZTB trash, Fang horrible, Time Leap more like Time Sleep, Mystery Flare beats deck. Best deck ever. I still try to build SGD. So well, I think I gave you advice on that before, Magicians. Yeah, so but I go settle for DP. So okay, that's still a very good deck to go with also. And speaking of DP, I have a very strong relationship with this deck right here. And this deck right here is the Enigman deck. The Enigma deck. Oops.
The Enigma deck, yes.
Yeah, because this has created enough nightmares for me. I thought I was stressed out just working with this deck, but then we got everything else after that. So Dimensions, please don't flex on me. No, we're not gonna flex on you. So it just happens to be that I got the SP, and that's my ace from here. So, but yeah, this was actually this is basically a burst deck with the Enigmas, and Enigma Gigastorm is not the best Vanguard ever. So the Ultraman deck, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much so. This deck was actually a nightmare to actually kind of fix up also, because there are a lot of parts that needed to function, and you had to think in the sense that this is actually a burst deck. You can't think of it as a Gallop deck. You can't think of it as a Dimension Robo. You can't even think of it as an Enigman. You actually have to think about it as a burst deck. And by burst, I mean the burst mechanic, which is if your Vanguard is a certain power, then if Vanguard is a certain power, then the abilities will activate. Like this one over here, which is for Cosmic Hero, Grand Surfer, I think. The Grand Surfer? No, Grand Sub. Oh yeah, sorry. So Grand Sub. So the skill is right. By card effect, right? If your Vanguard's power is, if this unit's power is 30k or more, then choose your Vanguard. It gets plus 4k, and the skill. When the unit's Vanguard attack hits, choose your opponent chooses one of their own Vanguards and retire it as well. So you have to think in that sense also, and you have to play around with it. Play around with that burst mechanic, just to be able to get the power that you need for Gigastorm and your strides in that regard as well. But also just so that everything else can function as well. So a lot of like the core parts that you could see with the Grand Gallop deck, you can actually find it in Enigma deck also, because that's how much it needs all these other parts in order to function. So it's DP the deck also. 8 out of 10 are rated. So yeah, feel free to give your ratings for that. Talking about DP, I can never forget my triple guard break moment also. But I don't have a Daikaiser deck also, unfortunately. I don't have a Daikaiser deck, unfortunately. But I did have, and that's only if I can find it in this big old bag of mine. It is here. And this is a special one because this deck is a Dayusha deck, and purely Dayusha. 6 out of 10 rated, yeah, correct. I played a bit of Daikaiser deck as well. Daikaiser deck is super fun, and if you are playing in the V format, right, the new Daikaiser is actually very, very strong and very, very good as well. So, story-wise, this is actually a Dayusha deck. So, if you really want to talk about reverse, right, Ankoku Jigen Robo, Reverse Dayusha, which I'm hoping will get released very soon in volumes 5 and 6 or so. But yeah, like this one over here. So yeah, Ankoku Jigen Robo. So this is actually a Dayusha deck. Not only that, there's a good story with this deck as well, because this was actually my first ever sleeve that I've ever used when I first started playing Vanguard. No, this is not Daikaiser. This is Dayusha. Strictly Dayusha. Strictly Dayusha. There's no Daikaiser in this deck. There's no break right in this deck even as well. It's you're playing with the base, and then after you're playing with the base Dayusha, and then after that you go into Great Dayusha or you go into Reverse Dayusha. So do you still remember the Great Dayusha line? Seigi ni kokoro wa eikyo fumetsu, sara ni okiku moe sakaru. There you go. Yes, Artoria, I see your mana culture as well. So well, Type Moon is kind of like a thing about me as well, especially with what it is. I used this sleeve in my OG Giraffe deck lol, so yeah. This was my very first deck, and this one held my Kagero deck at the time. Then it also held then held into this deck as well. So basically DP is my nightmare. So, well, I do play DP myself, so that's something that's gonna be happening here. But yeah, I think this was there was a fun story with this. I remember. I don't know if you remember this story, JJ, but I remember Leon telling me that he went into a shop that one time. And oh, by the way, I think I saw one question saying, "Do we play locally anymore?" No, we don't play locally. We haven't played locally in a long ass time, so. But yeah, if you have Die Hard, this deck is 10 out of 10. So, do I have Die Hard in deck?
Do you?
I'm checking. It did have the stuff from the last booster for Dimension Police in there, but as for Die Hard, I think I never got a hold of Die Hard, so I never played it. No, I didn't play it also. I didn't play Die Hard also. But I did play Yuka. And Yuka, I think, was a promo at the time. Yeah, this is the promo version of the card as well. But Yuka was actually a very helpful card for the Dimension Robo deck. So, and Yuka's skill is basically on GB1. When placed on a regard circle, if you choose another, choose another named Jigen Robo card and Jigen Robo unit, and then it gets plus 4k. So yeah, you're different fight before he was different fight. No, different fight was different fight also. But no, I wasn't different fight before then. Leon would be considered more different fight than different fight is also. So yeah. Oh, they got to do this at 8 out of 10. Oh, it's fine. I think I never owned Die Hard from that. So, but I remember. Okay, back to this story. I remember there was one time where Leon walked into the store. Leon walked into the card shop, and then this guy at the counter was just making a whole lot of noise. And then he said this line: "Saber is my waifu." The whole entire store stood up and stared at him menacingly. Have you ever heard that story, JJ?
I don't think I have actually.
You have not, ah?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You say, well, there we go, there we go. Saber is my waifu. Immediately everybody's like... Which is superly hilarious. Alright, just tune in after watching the entire first half of the stream. So, hello, Play Gamer. Good to see you here, caught up with everything also. So yeah, we're just doing some deck reviews from there. So, but yeah, what do you guys think of a Daikaiser? With actually a Daikaiser deck actually, like purely Daikaiser. Oh my, one more Shinderu. Everyone's just going up for that. So, who was the first friend? Leon, Dempster, JJ, or Cap? Actually, I would be considered the first friend because right, Crossroad Vanguards, the group that we are, not the YouTube channel CVGS. Crossroad Vanguards was formed by myself, Leon, and Jiraiya. And I met Jiraiya first because Jiraiya is actually my squad mate back in National Service. Leon came afterwards, but I knew Leon first. Roughly speaking, I knew him first. So I knew of him, but I wasn't friends with him at the time. It's only after being introduced to by Jiraiya that Leon and I became friends from there. And so yeah, my question is, where's Can't Stop the Chini Part 2? So if there needs to be a Part 2, right, that means the first song is not good enough. But yeah, I mean the door is kind of opened up. So actually we did have plans for a parody song. We actually have one parody song actually recorded after the Vanguard vs Yu-Gi-Oh 4. We did have another song recorded, but we wanted to do a music video with it. But I'm not too certain whether we can still do that music video. But we did have a parody song. So no, I'm not gonna vote. My animals have broken back after fighting. Oh, poor Kazu. So yeah, yeah. I posed the question to you guys. How do you guys think a Dairusha deck is actually viable? Is a Dairusha deck considered viable still to you guys? Because if not, then you know you can probably see this deck in you can still probably see this deck also. In fact, actually I haven't been showing this also, but what you call it? You can see this deck in action. I think if you search out Dairusha, yeah, you can see the fight. You can see the fight here. Oh, this was Ren versus Rem. I don't remember this one. But it's basically the Shadow Paladin Troll deck versus
that was probably Ni versus Ram actually.
Yeah, because it's you versus Ram. So yeah, he was playing with the V series deck. So yeah, that's the thing. Ghosty in the Shelly. Yes, Ghosty in the Shelly is where the line came from. So I think we put it as a co-opening. But if you want to see this deck in action, I should mute this also so that it doesn't play. But yeah, if you want to see this deck in action, like you can search up Ghosty in the Shelly or Ghosty vs Dairusha, and you can actually see this very deck in action from there. So yeah, a lot of history that I have going through here. So we're just kind of really just looking back and celebrating all the plus stuff. So Ghosty in the Shelly is it's a top tier name. So Ghosty in the Shelly is a top tier name. Yeah, it is. And yeah, you can see. Let me turn it back. Yeah, you can actually see. You can actually see the saber sleeve right there. So this is the exact same deck, unchanged from that day. So absolutely 100% unchanged from that day. So yes, right. Another deck that I kind of want to showcase, and I'm kind of hoping Orange is here because she might be interested in this one. And this was most definitely the last deck that I've ever built in the G era.
Wait, yes,
And
Prof.
that
Cap
is-
is left-handed.
No, I'm not left-handed. So,
Are you not?
No, I'm not left-handed. I actually played left-handed for a long time, and that's the reason why I requested for a left-handed playmat. Actually, in fact, this is actually the left-handed playmat that I have over here. Let me just switch
Okay.
over.
Okay, you got me fooled.
Yeah, so this is actually a left-handed deck, and yeah, this is the last deck that I built in the G era before we went into the V era, and that is Carl. Carl.
Oh my god, I did not know you have that.
I had a Carl deck. Yes.
When did you have that?
It was played on a fight video. It was played on a fight video.
God. I actually missed that?
Yep. Yeah, actually missed that also. I thought, no, I'm not left-handed. I'm actually right-handed. But I actually have been exercising my left hand actually. So I'm actually able to do some things with my left hand. And if you see the fight videos right that I do right, you'll see I reach across and then flip over face up, then put damage to here. So I'm actually not for that. So yeah, Coral. And you can see that in this fight video, which is Asha versus Coral, which is the not the waifu fight. The waifu fight comes later on. Take screenshot and send to Ryu. Yeah, I probably will. So probably can. But yeah, this was actually the one of the last fight videos that we did for. You have Loris? No, I didn't have Loris. Dempster had Loris. Dempster actually has Loris. Please, God, don't make me a pedophile. Nobody's making you a pedophile, man. These are all fictional. You can't get policed by having fictional stuff also. Not unless it's illegal, but yeah. So, but no, Dempster had Loris. Dempster actually had the Loris deck. So. And it's actually back in orange. Called Outer Orange as well. I kind of hoping that she's here, but yeah, no. You can actually tell her. You can actually take a screenshot. Go ahead and you can go ahead and clip this part over here. You can go ahead and clip this part over here. Hey, Orange, Coral, Coral, Coral. So yeah, as mentioned, you can search up the Great Coral Reef. So this was actually one of the fight videos that we did at the time with our new space, which was actually at Latendo, and we were actually being supported by Latendo at the time. So they were helping us with the supply of the cards. So and we actually did get the fight out over here, and this is the exact same deck that you've seen. So now you ask who's Cap's top 10 waifus. So who's top 10 waifus? Hang on, let me solve one for you right now, but I don't call her a waifu. Do you have Riviera? Dempster has Riviera. I think he mixed it with the reindeer deck if I'm not mistaken. So, but yeah, we did. Dempster has a Riviera. In fact, Dempster was the one that took the bulk of the Bermuda Triangle stuff, and then I came in afterwards. Also, but I did own a coral deck, so I did own this coral deck. So JJ, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how damn surprised were you?
On a scale of 1 to 10 on how surprised I am, it's an 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. Yeah, I did have the coral deck, and you know what's the fun part? I used the triggers, the very old triggers, the one whereby if you have them on the field, right, then if you have all 4 of them on the field, then they each get plus 3k.
God.
Yeah, so I played with those triggers. So plus of course the normal ones as well. So. But yeah, this one actually was actually I actually managed to get the pre-R of it, which is actually the Shangri-La Coral, which was at the time very hard to get. I remember the price for it actually going sky high because people wanted to build a coral deck.
Right?
What?
That was the cross-right one, right?
This one is the strike one, and Shangri-La, was it cross-strike? I can't remember. Hang on, let me find Shangri-La first. Yeah, Shangri-La. Shangri-La was the break right one. Yes, correct. Oh no, it's not a break right one. Counter blast one, so blast one. Choose a Bermuda Triangle Regard, return it back to your hand. No, it's not either. But yeah, this was this was actually a promo right that went sky high. And yeah, I managed to get a copy of it, and of course, the original Coral as well. Like this was so out of print for so long, and then they made the new Coral, and everybody was just searching for it. In fact, everybody was searching for the right line for it as well, which I played in this deck as well. So yeah, what's the name of the triggers? I think they will call the Drive Quartet actually. They'll call the Drive Quartet. So I played all 4 of them. So and this deck is actually super fun. This deck is actually really very fun to play. So. And yeah, I definitely won't be able to update it with any new core stuff because that's just gonna cost money on my end. But if I ever decide to do a G format fight, basically just purely G format, I might actually bring out Coral. I might actually bring out Coral for the fun of it. So I think I need to find a Daikaiser playmat. So it will match the aesthetics. So it will match the aesthetics vision. So yeah, I see 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10s, so on and so forth from there. So as to finish off the top 10 waifus, one thing about me that I will point out is that I actually don't like the term waifu, because the term waifu, right, means that, you know, I'm making them mine. I'm making them mine also, when honestly, as a writer myself, as somebody that does narrative stories, I became less and less comfortable with the term waifu. So with what you saw earlier with Alcrate, she's basically Milady. So I treat her as what she is, which is a moon princess. So yeah, that's the term for it also. But if you want to talk about Vanguard, right, definitely will be Luna as well as Asaka as well. Asaka, because her voice actress was also the voice actor for Arcade also, for the anime that apparently people don't like to talk about. So, so yeah. What else do I have over here? I guess I'll reach for this one over here. There's one more that I want to showcase over here. I'll reach for one more, and it's gonna stick to the theme of it. And yep. And yeah, I have to start off with that first. Top 5
Oh my god.
if you want to talk strictly about Vanguard, right, it definitely will be not Adelaide for sure, 100% no. Hell no. This is Ben's one. So.
Oh, that's Ben's territory.
For me, I think it will be, if you want to talk about units, right, then it will be Archer will be at number 5, Lukia at number 4, 3 would be 3 would actually be Tokoha, and then after that Asaka and Luna afterwards also, from there. So Queen of the Colony after all. So yeah, that's pretty much. Anyways, this deck is not an Adelaide deck, of course. It's not a Spike Brothers deck. This is actually the, oops, sorry, it's not the ace over there. It's a mirror deck. Mirror. But yeah, this is actually a duo deck, and it also includes, I hope you guys, I hope those of you who are playing Vanguard 0 don't feel any semblance of PTSD, but this is a mirror deck, a dual mirror deck. Wait, I'm not playing the Legion? No, I played Legion. I see the grade 2 in here. Hang on, where's the grade 3? Oh, maybe I'm only playing the grade 2 only. Oh, okay. So those of you that have PTSD in Vanguard 0 right now, you guys are safe, because I don't play the grade 3 here. It's mostly just mirror, basically. Rip, let's burn Caps fishes. More fishes also, yeah. Mirror deck, so. Wait, was CVGS the ones who did the 50 Adelaide deck? I feel like we did. But no, so time to go to Caps House and burn it. You won't burn anything because they're all underwater. You can't burn the fishes, they ended up being on a giant whale in the sky. So yeah, so it's just a couple of things I want to showcase that I have. So, and I think this duo deck, I think this mirror deck was actually in action. Let me just search up mirror if I can, or duo. Duo, yeah. And I don't know why we named it. Oh, I think because we were making fun of it also. But yeah, Cardfight Triple D. Cardfight Triple D. And yeah, this is the exact deck. So this is actually the exact deck that I played. This one over here. Let me swap over. This one over here. It was played in this deck. So, and it's actually a duo deck with, I think with the Legion. I think I was playing with the Legion. And I forget Narukami. So duo versus Descendant. Yeah, this is with the Legion. So the Legion was once upon a time in this deck beforehand. So then I changed it to a mirror deck because I managed to get the mirror stuff from there. So yeah. Anyways, at the risk of, you know, just to make sure that my house is safe from people trying to burn down my house, just because I'm holding on to a lot of fishes, I will put away the Bermuda Triangles for now and highlight one more deck. Oops, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. This is the Vega 01, so yeah. There's one more deck that I want to highlight, and I think you guys will like this one, and I'm sure if somehow Different Fight responded to the fact that I want to challenge him, like, oops, hang on, this will definitely be something that he will take notice of, and that is, look here, including, where is she? Including, where are you? There you go. Including look here, reverse. And there's a fun story with this one. I don't know how many of you guys were watching Chris at the time. Okay, but why? Why would you want to burn my house? I've been trying to play so, but when I'm not catch up with play Vanguard, can't really find no one to play with. So, well, Isaiah, there's a lot of Discord servers right now, including ours as well, that we are hosting remote fights. And if you actually want to look for people to play remote fights with us, so you can 100% come onto the servers, and I'm sure there'll be somebody here that can play it. We also are hosting regular remote fights as well on Discord, and all you need to do is just to have your phone on Discord with camera access, so you can actually just play using your phone from there. So it doesn't need a setup like what you see I have over here with 2 cameras going on. You just need your phone, and then you can just kind of go from there. So too many waifu decks. No, not too many waifu decks. So in fact, this deck is originally not mine. So, but yeah, back to the story. I don't know how many of you guys know, and I think I do need to set this up beforehand. But if you remember, Chris actually he did do he did do before like birthday videos. So I need to look for Different Fights birthday video, and I think it was his 3rd one, the 3rd birthday, the 3rd birthday, and we actually literally gifted him 4 of these, as well as 4 of the Venus Lucia strikes. Like, we actually gifted that to him. I don't know if he remembers also, but yeah. So that video is definitely a very old one also, for sure. Very old. Very old. Let me see if I can find birthday on his YouTube channel. Or you can go to the official Bushro Remote Fight Discord and play Remote Fight as well. So yeah, that's another place you can do so as well. So I don't know if you guys are aware. So Mail Day GPT 10 plus 4. Was it this one here? Like, he was using them. Hang on, huh? Let me just look it up first, so just to make sure that it's the correct one. Nope, it's not. Was it a mailbag that he did? Because this was before like he started doing on Twitch as well. So like he did all of his content specifically on YouTube actually, before he moved over to Twitch. But if you guys can find it somehow, right, search for like his birthday like videos where he's just opening up his presents, and we actually gifted him the Lucia deck as well. And play wise, right, I think this one came from one of the most funniest, you could say so, cold openings I've ever done for the thing. So let me just look up Lucia on our channel. Alright, and this one I'll probably want to unmute because this is actually kind of like one of my favorite cold openings that we've ever done. So let me just prep the thing. This Silverthorn is strong. So yeah, it is very strong. So, and we're getting Lucia reverse next time. I actually should remove the chat. Just hide the chat box and hide myself and JJ for a while, so you guys can see like the kind of dumb that I was vulnerable to back then. So waifus of our planet Cray. And basically I just put over Dems and me over his. So yeah, if you wanted a waifu war from us, yeah, we did one long ago. We don't want to do it again. So where's my camera? Ah, there we go. So, and then we open up the chat box again. So there we go. So yeah, this was actually one of the more fun opening videos that we done. So, and the deck you can see in action is this very deck that I have right in front of me. So, yeah, so you can see Venus Luquier in action over here. I should put this in Theta mode, that'd be easier. So you can see Venus Luquier there, and at the time when we did like hand count and everything, so on and so forth from there. Yeah, so this very deck that you see over here is this very deck also, and of course I did right up to Luquier reverse after using the strike one, because this was with the Rumble Rumble set at the time, so I did manage to get myself a set of the Luquiers actually. So Silvertones I play is combo with Venus is best also. Yeah, usually they're the best ones also. Blessed from there. So yeah, the old Luquier deck. What would you guys rate? What would you guys rate this mess over here? What do you guys would rate it? So, yeah. So remember when Silvertone was OP in Zero Cap? Oh yeah, I remember when Silvertone was OP, but I think it was after my time because I didn't play. Because I only started in like, or rather restarted in the Legion era for JP, and then the English era it was around the same time as well. So yeah, burns Cap's house out of 10. Everybody wants to burn my house because I'm showing waifus only. Fine, I won't show waifus anymore. I won't show waifus anymore. Let me see if I got any husbandos here. Let me see if I got any husbandos in here. Alright, just let me put this away. What do I have over here right now? Oh no, this is more waifus. I don't want my house to burn down. I live here. What do I have over here? Oh right, no, there's one day that I want to showcase, and I think JJ should be very familiar with this one. I don't know if you remember the box or not. So let me just switch over. So this was actually one of the early prototypes for a shop that was actually doing like turning the deck boxes into turning the deck case, the box into a deck box from there. Who had Diablo Cap? It's mainly JJ actually.
Yeah.
JJ had Diablo, and nice of you to actually say Diablo because why am I seeing a few cards? I can't remember what, but yeah, this was the Blaster deck with Blaster Blade Exceed as the ace. And the best part is, at the risk of my house burning down again, it's running with Salome sleeves also. I don't know what I took up from the deck though. I think it might be the triggers. Yeah, I think it might be the triggers because you know why? This deck was the ever so meme. This is basically a Cosmo Megats meme basically. This was a Curse of Logal deck.
Yes, I remember Curse of Logal.
I think I know what these four are. These are actually the four Flogal stands because they had to actually go into the Blaster deck at the time. So yeah, this was actually the Curse of Flogal deck, and I did feature the deck in here. In fact, you can search Curse of Flogal, and the reason why it's called Curse of Flogal is because of the fact, right, that in here, right, this is running with a with an 8 crit 4 stand deck, and they're all Flogals. They're all the Flogals. So basically, it's the Flogal from the Legend set, the Flogal, the Floral Paladin Flogal. Where are you? The Floral Paladin Flogal, and the Flogal stands. Basically, that was the deck, and yeah, and we did have a fight video for that, which is literally called the Curse of Flogal, and I think it was playing against your Zodiac Timepiece, I think, JJ?
Yes, my damage deck.
It was your damage deck as well. With the Zodiac Timepiece. So no wonder it took 50 minutes. Yes, Chop Doggos also. Was this legendary fight? No, this was the Curse of... Oh no, Jirai was piloting the deck. I told you to pilot the deck, that's why.
Yes, I remember how frustrated he was.
Yeah, because he's not used to playing it at there, and this one he updated the deck a bit more because he included his own Majesty Lordbuster at the time.
Yeah.
But the idea was that this was supposed to be a blaster deck that actually played with 8 crits, 4 stands, and the stands are not here anymore because they went into a different deck. So I gotta get them back. Like, now that I know that they're here, I gotta get them back also. But yeah, 12 doggos, Kazu. 12 doggos. Your triggers are all doggos. Yep. And speaking of, I think there's another deck that I brought back that I want to fish out also. And this one is more on the fun end, more so than anything else. Let me see if I can find it first. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I brought something over. I brought something else over. Which I'll do that as a finale, I guess. So I'll do it as a finale. Let me just put this down so that you guys don't see too early. I'm looking for... No, not you. Who am I looking for? I guess I should keep things empty out. It'd be easier. Is it... Ah, yes, here we are. So, Chrono vs. IT Part 2 also. Yeah, at the time, I think we're promoting at the time. So, it's still within the realm of Royal Pardon. And I don't know if you remember this sleeve, JJ. I'm sure Leon does. It's mirrored, unfortunately, but basically it's Why So Salty. It's a Why So Salty deck. Is it ringing a bell?
Familiar. I'm trying to... It's like, you have it in your head somewhere, like you've seen it, but just can't quite put your finger on it.
No, Genesis, which leader deck? Actually, it's here. It is here. So I'll bring it out after this. So, but okay, so it's Gamo. It's the Royal Pardon Gamo deck, where everything in the deck is all high beast, including playing the Jungle. the Jungle that killed the Death Star. So yeah, this was actually the Gamo deck, and at the time when they released a Gamo Strike, and the Gamo Strike actually can work with the Royal Pardon or Gold Pardon, since both sides had a Gamo. At the time you'll be using your Liberator deck, but then the Strike actually focuses on you calling out high beasts at the time. So and I mixed this deck with, I think somebody here might be interested in what it is also, which is Sentry Guard Arc and Sentry Guard Dragon. Sentry Guard Dragon right there. So Sentry Guard deck, the Sentry Guard stuff is actually the backup for that, because it's the one that has the 11k base, since Gamo does not have it. And it can actually be used as a rear guard, but of course you change up for that. So Jump Guard is the best doggo. So yep, Jump Guard best doggo. We call this Jody because it kind of looks like Leon's dog Jody. It kind of looks like it. So we've always seen this dog as like our mascot per se. The skill for this dog is continuous. So if you have another grade 1, or if you have 2 other grade 1 rear guards, this unit in the front row gets plus 5k and the intercept ability. So basically it's a 10k doggo that can swing very, very hard. So yeah, this one is played with all the high beasts, including one of my favorite units, which is actually Snowgull. Because I really like Snowgull. I like what he does. The more Snowgulls you have, the more power he does. So basically everything in the back row is basically 8k. It's basically 8k booster. Yeah, so this was the Sentry Guard deck at the time. So, and yeah, this is also showcased on video. What video was that? Let's look it up. So I think it was Gamo versus Gamo, if I'm not mistaken, because I think I took this deck and I fought against Brian actually. Ah yeah, here we go. So this is the Wolf Who Cried SP. It's Gamo versus Gamo. Gold Pardon versus Royal Pardon. Gamo versus Gamo. A mirror match unlike any other. I don't know what I'm doing there. So, so yeah, you can actually see the deck in action with this one over here. So which is basically me making use of not only just the brave mechanic but also the jump guards and everything else from there, fighting against a Gold Pardon Gamo basically, and he also using the same strike as well. So it's basically just It's just basically a whole entire zoo fight. Without any of the actual zoo decks in there, so. Right. It looks like my doggo also when she's little, so I saw the doggo, yep. Alright, Brian, thanks for stopping by, so appreciate it. See you later. Okay, then I think somebody asked for the Genesis Witch deck, which is right here, right at the top actually, so right at the top of my hand. So this was, again, another one of the prototypes for the deck. This was a little bit harder. And this doggo fight also, not zoo fight also. Kind of. This is the Witch Legion deck, basically. Yep. So the Witch Legion deck, this was actually a very fun deck to play, especially when you play with the Witch Strikes that you have at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, this basically just runs your run-of-the-mill shenanigans, including Sleeping Dragon. Don't worry, there's no towers in this deck, so this deck is still tournament legal. So yeah, you can actually get a lot of fun stuff with it. I think the Witch had their own ones, so which is during this turn, if this card has been moved to the drop zone from the soul, if you have a Witch Vanguard, you can soul charge 1, then choose one of your units and it gets plus 2k. So I ran with that one instead. So yeah, the deck box is nice to read also because, you know, Maelstrom also, which Dempster has also. So it's his deck. I don't want to take home any decks that are not mine, basically, because otherwise I have to go back and return it, which I don't want to do also. But yeah, this was basically playing with the new Star Anise, but it also had support from the Black Snake Witch also. Shikari, that's the name. Or is Shikari the other one? No, Shikari is the Legion mate also. Shikari is the Legion mate. The White Snake is Mint. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, the Witch deck over here. So rating 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10s. Any rating from Did you play a bit of Genesis before, right? Did you?
Me? Genesis?
Didn't you? I see
No,
the short type.
I think I dabbled in it, like, you know, borrowed a few decks here and then just played it.
Yep.
Yeah, but otherwise I don't think I've actually played Genesis proper. Yeah, like I haven't really played Genesis properly.
Haven't really played Genesis properly. So. Yeah, I guess that'd be the case. Alright, so I think that's all of the decks that I want to showcase. Maybe one more. Maybe just one more, just to round it out. We got follow from Storm Star Shine. Thank you for the follow. So why are people following us off stream? 11 out of 10 because it's Genesis. So I rating the sleeve 10 out of 10 because Tayo is the best shot. Tayo is the best shot. Alright, so you guys have seen me work with the Chronofang deck. So you guys have seen the Chronofang deck in last week's remote fight also. And the Chronofang deck is still one of my most favorite decks also. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy myself a little bit of the meta. So with this, I think this is like the final prototype of the final version of the deck box that I've seen the people make also. I present to you, and GG, you should be familiar with this one. The Cardfight ZTV deck. The Cardfight ZTV deck, complete with the pen card sleeves. Complete with the sleeves. This was actually Leon's deck, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But this is actually playing more towards Chrono Jet. So the strikes in here is basically your Gear Groovy, your Chrono Dragon next stage, your what are some of the other ones? Gear Next is the thing also. Is that the fight? No, this is not the deck that for you. So. Yeah, but this one is basically playing with the time leap mechanic basically. Which I can't remember. So, but there's one thing that I do. But there's one thing that I do want to bring out actually, and that is finally the mirror box. There's a reason why. Because this mirror box, it's super big, so you guys will have a hard time seeing it. It's a giant mirror. ZTB War flashbacks. So give me one sleeve. We can't. We can't. Yeah. So. No, Ryuzu is the one that piloted the thing also. And yeah, this is the mirror box basically. And inside the mirror box is basically all my strides. So it's every stride that's oh god, please don't burn my house down. You burn all these precious things as well. You burn all these precious things as well. Actually no, I should not be looking at this box. I should be looking at another box actually. Because it's not here with me. But this is basically all my strides that I have over here, which also includes Loko Deska, the Zero of Dragons. So the Zero of Dragons are all with me right now. The one for Dark States is actually in the deck box that I need to get right now. So yeah, the Zero of Dragons are all here. And I don't play Gize. In fact, the one that has Gize is actually the man that's with me right now, which is JJ. JJ actually is the one that actually has the Gize. Do you have the Zero of Dragons by any chance? Your own copies?
Oh yeah, I do. I have exactly 5 Zero Dragons.
Exactly 5. What would the 5?
Exactly 5. Let me see. I have. What's the Megalanica one?
Megalanica is Megiddo.
Yeah, Megiddo. I have the Stargate one. Stark. I have Ultima. And what was his name again? The Dark States one.
Dark States one was Dust.
Oh yeah, Dust. And Zoo.
And the Zoo one as well.
Hmm.
Very good choices actually. Yeah, but you only needed the 5, so you didn't need the 6 one. The 6th one was just for completion's sake, really. So I'm still missing the original Megiddo. I think this is the original Megiddo. This is the original Megiddo. Let me see if I can get the card code zoom.
Oh yeah, my Megiddo and Ultima and Dust is signed ones, I think. The original one.
Yeah, Zoa. Yeah, Zoa. I have all 6 Zero Dragons. In fact, the only one that's actually not the original one is actually. Is it this one? No. Yeah, it's actually yeah. This one over here, which is Stark. Stark is actually the SCR reprint of it, so. Yeah. But do you have Moegido? No, I don't have Moegido. I already have Megiddo. Nope. We already have Megiddo. I should not say I, because this actually belongs to the group. It does not individually belongs to us also. But yeah, almost everything here except for Stark, right, is actually the ZR. So we actually put the Drachma. We actually put the Megiddo in our own box. And we also put Zoa. These were the original 3 that we pulled. And then I asked Ben. Ben was going to Japan at the time. I asked him to find the Zero Dragons for me, and so he managed to do that. So no, I don't have the Moegido. I don't have the Moegido for me. I mean, why would I want to get the Moegido? Why would I want to get the Moegido?
Being burned.
Why? But why?
At the risk of the house getting burned down, that is.
Yeah, that's true. So I think since I don't have that, you guys have no reason to burn my house down.
Not true.
Okay. There's one thing that I actually want to bring out as well, which is okay. This one may be a bit of a flex in a way, so but let me just see if I can find that particular card. Okay, no, not this box either. Where was it? Huh. I seem to be missing my Gear Chronicle strides. And the ones that have the Zodiac Time Beast, basically.
Right.
Wait, why is the Greedon deck in this box? Oh, I just put it in the box. So it shouldn't be here. Anyways, yeah, let me just. Man, I got a lot of sorting to do once the stream is over, so. Good, stop planning burning cap house. So yeah, the Zero Dragons are here, plus everything else from there. So, and of course, I've used the Zero Dragons twice and I failed twice, so maybe there will be a point in time where I actually will finally succeed with using the Zero Dragons. Yeah, and then Managama. So I do have the strikes here with me and everything and all that. So, the one thing I wanted to showcase was actually a sign card. It's the hot stamp card for Chrono Dragon Next Stage. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't have it, so I can't showcase it to you. So, but yeah, so I won't hold up people's time on that. Instead, I will just kind of move on to what is probably will be the last thing that I will showcase here. And you know, you guys seen all these things and all that, right? Like these are stuff that you've seen from our past videos or so, and in a way we kind of want to celebrate. Do you have any OTT? OTT is actually with Dempster. So basically anything that's Asha No Nectar, anything that is Bermuda Triangle to a certain extent, anything that is OTT, especially 100% OTT. No see, no proof also. You'll see proof soon enough also. But those are all the clans that Dempster mainly plays. And Leon mainly plays Narukami, Kagero. He also plays a bit of Tachikaze as well. But mostly it's just the red stuff that he plays also. He used to play DP. He still has some DP cards, the old decks, but he doesn't focus on them anymore. So he just mainly sticks to Kagero. So you guys have seen all this stuff also, but here's the thing. We managed to get something that we wanted to do content for, but we never ever found the time to, because we were busy doing other stuff from there. And I think it's high time that we kind of do it. And JJ doesn't know what I'm talking about at all. I never briefed him on it because I kind of forgot that I actually brought this home as well. But this is the legendary, infamous or famous, whatever you want to call it, the Mask Collection Booster Pack.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah. Kaka actually managed to get a box first, because I think he went to Thailand at one time or so.
Oh my god.
We actually had this in store. You can see how long it is, because look at how much the thing is deformed because of the sucked air.
Oh my gosh.
You say open it now, but the thing is, I don't know if I want to, because, you know, as deformed as it is, right, it's still a vacuum sealed Mask Collection box that I think is no longer in production.
Oh my god.
My decks are still here, so I did unboxing for it, so stuck air, yeah, pretty much. I don't know how to open it though. We didn't want to do content for it, so because we managed to get a box of it, we just want to do an old thing from there, but I don't know. I probably have to consult Leon. I was hoping that if Leon would come on, then he'll come on, then he'll see that I have the Mask Collection, then he can decide with us right here and there whether we can open it. But yeah, like, I kind of want to keep it sealed. I kind of want to keep it sealed also.
There is always the collector's value there.
Well, not much collector's value anymore, because the box is kind of deformed. Deformation.
True.
So
True.
time out. So, but yeah, like we actually did manage to get the Mask Collection, and a lot of people like very curious as to what is inside there. As mentioned by Aegis also. Aegis actually did an unboxing for this also, so you can check out his video from there. Put a poll on the server also. Put a poll on the server. Yeah, maybe we'll do that also, but let's decide on this democratically. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a photo and I'll put it on Twitter, then I'll see how people respond to it. So then I want people to tell me whether if they want me to open it or keep it sealed, because it's technically a 100% sealed product. And considering how old this is, like, god, how old was this? Was this produced in what? There's no date on this also. There's no date on this.
It's been sealed long. It's been long enough.
Yeah, if anybody is willing to do that, you can search up VG-T/BT01. So this is actually a Thailand-only Vanguard product that was made actually. So actual Vanguard myth, we need to study it more. So, yeah, it needs to be preserved so that scholars can analyze it. 2016, 2017, around there. So yeah. So this is the famous/infamous legendary Mask Collection, the first booster box also, and it's sealed right here. So yeah, I forgot I had this, but and it's actually marked with Vanguard G as well on the side as well. So this came out during the G era for sure. So yeah, I guess this is a good way to end things off, really. So it's really a good way to end things off in here. So just one of the biggest surprises that we've actually had, like, in storage for a long time. And I just want to bring it out here because, you know, I just want to showcase just like how much we are quite dedicated to January 31st, 2018 or so. Thank you, Aegis. Yeah, so yeah, I just want to showcase just how dedicated we were, even like back then and still are today. So going forward from us, if you guys didn't just came in and missed the first half, for us, the future of CVGS is that we are not going away. We are not leaving YouTube. We are not retiring from Vanguard. In fact, what we will be doing, right, is that we will actually be doing and hosting a bi-weekly remote fight session on stream here on YouTube, and then every other Saturday it'll just be me either doing a stream like this. Maybe I'll do like a stream with deck review or whatsoever from there. We can also do like produce content as well, which includes some of our members' requests for videos, which is the one I mentioned was actually I'm actually going to be doing a quote unquote video essay on on reverse. The original request was actually for the VCAN collection, the original units like Think Saver, Raging Form Dragon, and how they were before, and you know what it looks like they are now. But I actually want to kind of we're past that point, so I actually want to do like look at the reverse phenomenon basically. So that's something that I actually want to cover to fulfill the request. Also, I'm not saying that the fight videos are gone. They will come back, but they won't be coming back in the capacity that we think. They're not gonna come back in the capacity they're not gonna come back in the capacity that you know them to be, but they will be coming back. So in fact, what we'll be doing is that we'll be actually be taking our remote fights, and I will be working on it. I'll be doing some stuff with it, and essentially any of the fights that we have for remote fights, right, will have a chance to be reproduced as a fight video here on YouTube. So you can expect that to see in every other Saturday as well. So if there's actually a really good fight, then you can just kind of go from there. So in short, more fights focus on deck reviews and deck testing. Why not actual fight boxing in WWE? Well, WWE is something that only I'm passionate about, not the rest of the team. Boxing, I watch boxing casually. So the last fight I watched was Mayweather versus Pacquiao, and that one sucked. That match actually sucked. So, but yeah, in terms of it, you're basically going to be expecting content first through and through. And if we won't be doing any of the updated stuff, so no more of these discussion streams, no more recaps, because that is not who we are. What we are fighters. We're basically people that wants to showcase decks, want to showcase fights, want to showcase a good time. So, and we want to do that, and the best way they can do that, especially to showcase new content that's coming out, like say upcoming DBT03 or the VCAN collections. If you guys want to see the decks in action of it, the remote fights is going to be where they are, and they're going to be happening bi-weekly, so you guys will get to see the decks in a quicker fashion this way than you would with a usual way that we do content. So especially since we have to let go of certain things that we cannot keep anymore, like our office. So that's why I have all these decks over here with me. So they'll be kept in storage on my end, at least for my decks. So. And this one will be kept in storage as long as you guys say don't open it. So yeah, pretty much from there. So, right. So I think that's it for us right now. At least for me, at least. JJ, what do you think about everything that we've seen today thus far?
Well, I would say that I'm pleasantly surprised by a few things. And yeah, I mean, all in all, I'm glad that we are still doing what we are doing. It's just that we are sort of taking a different form, you know, doing it in a different way, and we're moving along with what we have on hand. And honestly, I think remote fights are quite interesting because it expands on what our range, you see. It expands our range so that we can reach out to more people. So it doesn't become limited to fights between just Crossword Vanguards. We actually have other people who join the Discord channel, and then I mean that's the whole fun of playing the card game, is to play with different people.
Yep, exactly. So
yeah.
Like you can expect the usual shenanigans from myself, Dempster, Leon, JJ, Brendan. Jungle has not been a fight video for a very long time, but definitely one of the things that we can do, especially since Jungle is not here in Singapore, is actually overseas, and so we can actually do something now in that format with that also. But not only that also, like we are not just limiting it to just you guys as well. Like this is also another way. Like remember when I had discussion streams with Orange and Aegis, and hoping to get more. Now with our weekly emote fights, right, what we can actually arrange for is for these people to come on and actually do fight videos with us. So it will be less talking, more fighting basically. And you guys definitely want to see. It's something I want to see myself. I want to see a fight between, say, myself and Orange. I want to see a fight between Leon and different fight. I want to see a fight between Dempster and we all want to fight different fight. We all want to fight different fight. We never got the chance to in 2017. But now with the remote fights actually being the way that it is, and also with it taking off as well, and we might be slow to the curve. We're not the trendsetters, obviously. But this is the format in which we can actually proceed going forward also. And I think this is the best step that we can take from there. So remote fight is a blessing. Is a blessing for fight focus channel like you guys. So exactly. So and with COVID actually also being one of the biggest problems, and COVID recently being announced that it's not gonna be we're not gonna see a zero COVID world here. So we are just making the best of things also, and at the same time also we want to make sure that when we do this YouTube content, right, it's gonna be content that it's stuff that we want to do ourselves. So everyone wants to fight Diffie to see how different he fights. So yeah, pretty much. So I mean, the last time we seen different fight was in the creator content tournament actually. Him and a few of the other like competitive players. So and yeah, in a way, right? I'm saying that only because we want to make up for a missed opportunity that we had. So in fact, let me bring up that missed opportunity for you guys, which is Rummy Rumble 3. Rummy Rumble 3 across the seas, because this was when me and Nemster were in there, and we had different fight there as a special guest commentator, although he was more to the side and enjoying the fight, so on and so forth from there. But this is basically a session that we had, right? And we didn't have the time to actually do a fight video with different fight, and that was like the biggest missed opportunity. I want to fix that, and it's something that I want to bring to you guys as soon as I possibly can. So yeah. So us moving our content away from what we were doing for the past 3 months and back into what we are known to be doing. We hope that you guys will continue to support us as we take this next step into what we're gonna do here on YouTube also. And yeah, the decision to not go away is a big one. But as long as we hold passion for Vanguard, we're here to stay. We're here to stay for sure. So yeah, fight video in 0. So well, if that's possible. So but it has to be me and the fight just laughing our ass off about everything. So and also him not beating me with a jank, beating me with his best deck while my deck is still kind of jank. In that regard also. So yeah, that's pretty much the recap of everything. So this is the final discussion stream. Thank you guys for being a part of this stream and taking a look at these old decks and just kind of helping us just to relive also all this old stuff that we've been doing as well. So thank you guys so much for continuing to support us, and we can only hope that you guys will continue to support us going forward as well. So yeah. JJ, is there anything else you want to add on?
No, I'm good.
You're good on that also. All right. So with all that said, do continue to support us here on YouTube. Do support us over on Twitch as well, because Vimero asked why not a Jank Tuesday. We're busy on Tuesdays watching the Vanguard live stream and talking about the new cards over there. So do absolutely 100% do support us over on Twitch as well. Just give us a follow. That is the one thing that you can do to really support us, is just by giving us a follow. If you want to go even further, you can also continue to subscribe to us here. You can also subscribe over on Twitch or join our membership here on YouTube as well. Those two things are still going to be coming a thing. The current we might have to do a bit of revamp on the membership here, but we will make some few changes here, so just to reflect more things as well. But one thing that will stay will definitely be requests for fight videos and so on and so forth from there. So yeah, we need a day for jank decks only. So maybe there can be a in between Wednesday kind of thing. So maybe like me and somebody else might come in and then we'll just play jank decks only. So that might be a thing. So I got a whole bunch of jank decks from the G era basically. So
I think we all do have jank decks from everywhere.
Do you still have your Kronos Command deck?
I'm gonna have to rebuild that one.
Surprisingly, I have parts for it actually. I actually have parts for it. Maybe I will build it. So maybe I will build
Alright.
it because I have parts for it. So but we'll see. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us on this final discussion stream, and you'll see Brandon later this week on Fridays and Saturdays for Vanguard as well as for Battle Spirits. And you will see me and JJ next week for our remote fight stream sessions. So 100%. If you guys want to be part of those fight videos, the remote fight stream, it's open to you guys. You guys will be basically fighting against us, and JJ is going to be one of the fighters next week, and he said that he's actually going to be doing a V premium fight with a Bladewing Reiji deck. So that's something to look forward to. And if you guys want to be part of that fight, absolutely 100% join over on Discord server. Follow us on all of our socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You guys will know all that you need. You guys will get all the information there on when we will be doing when we'll be doing the remote fights, and also for signups as well, so that you can actually fight. If you really want to fight against this Blade with Reggie deck, so that's where you can do so. So just keep up to date to all of our socials through there. So, right, I think with all that said, thank you guys again for joining us on this final discussion stream, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Bye.